This video, part of the USIBD website video for the editors, is going to cover how to create resources. Resources are all the same type of content, and if you are not logged in, you have a certain amount of access, and you can see you can download the brochures, the old Cornerstone reports. I'm going to put this away, and you can see I'm logged in as an editor, and when you're logged in as an editor, you'll find that there's members downloads and also the editors downloads. Eventually, once we get the members on board, members downloads will be in this portion. All of these are the same type of content. So if I want to add another piece of content like a Cornerstone report, I can pick the add content, and what I'm looking for is a resource. So from the add content resources, give it a title, and this will be Cornerstone Report 3, and some brief description. So just so you can get an idea, I'm going to copy some of this information out of the Cornerstone report and put it into this little brief. And it's important to understand the difference between the body and the summary. The summary is closed by default. I'm going to go ahead and open it up, and I will just make an abbreviated summary. And these will show up on different pages depending on what you're looking at and where in the site you are. So those are fairly important to get straightened out. Now, the key to all of this is this reference sort. And if I drop this down, I can see a whole bunch of choices. My choice here is going to help sort and organize it. So I can see links public and links members only. Those are going to be on the resources page under the links. Because this is a download, it's a public download, I'm going to go ahead and use that as the reference sort. So this is a download public, and I'm not going to do a reference image, but you can pick an image if you want, and that would show up when people actually pick that. I don't need an image for this. I don't use the images other than on the web page, unlike the news articles where I have to have an image so that it rotates through on the front screen. And then it's just simply going and finding that. And you are only allowed PDFs, AVIs, movies, and MP4s as a reference file. If I tried to pick a Word doc, it would not allow me to actually push it up there. So I'll go ahead and browse out and find that PDF and just pick the submit, and it will automatically upload to the website. You don't need to use an FTP program to do this. It's just simply right there. If you've made the wrong one, you can remove it and select it again, and this should all be good. I don't need to provide a menu link, so leave that unchecked. I have no revision information, that's fine. I do want to generate an automatic URL alias, and it will automatically generate something that is search engine friendly and user friendly. So if you wanted to copy that URL, it won't be something with a long series of numbers. So make sure that's checked. I have the choice of comment settings. I will leave this open. I think that's probably a good idea. Any comments are going to be stored on the page created specifically for this, and people can have access to that and comment on it. Currently, comments are only available to members, so the public will neither see nor be able to comment on this, but members will be. For authoring information, I leave that as Drupal Manager. It should be your logged on username, that's fine. And lastly, publish options. I do want to publish it. I do not want to promote it to the front page, and I don't want to make it sticky. So once all of that is done, I'll give it a save. And if all has gone well, once it regenerates, I should see it. There it is. This is kind of a little preview. If I go to resources, when it regenerates, I should now see that the Cornerstone report is there, and that's available to download. You can see the summary. This is what's displayed on this page. So this is the short form of the text that I pasted into this particular item. Once I pick on the Cornerstone report, that link, it brings me to this one page that is specifically for the Cornerstone report. And because I am logged in as an editor or a member, I do have the ability to add comments and see any comments that have been posted. And there's the link to the PDF. So you would think the video would be done by now, but it's not quite, because the Cornerstone report for this is a little bit different in that there's an additional information. This PDF gets published, but it needs to have a URL, needs to have a download page, but that page is only going to be given to those people that actually took the survey. So it's not available to the public. So it's a little bit different, and I'm going to shortcut it. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video and just point out creating content. You can make it essentially a hidden file. I've gone ahead and added content, added a resource, the resource title, and I've added a little bit of text for a summary. And the key to doing this is to keep this reference sort to none. What that means is when you hit this resource page, the filter that generates this page is not going to see it, and so it's not going to be there at all. So with that set to none, there's one more thing, and that is it doesn't generate the URL alias until you actually save it. So you have to save this, and I've gone ahead and selected the PDF. So the PDF is there, and then go back into edit. Once you're back in editing, you'll find that there is now a URL here, and just unclick this, and you just have to copy that, and you can add the www.usibd.org to the front of this and email it to whoever you want. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and do that so that you guys can broadcast it. If you have any questions, you know where to reach me. Thank you much. Bye. Once you have copied the URL to the clipboard, you need to add http www.usibd.org to the front of the URL. So that gives you the whole URL that you can copy and paste and email and mail this to anybody else. Remember to go back and check the generate URL alias automatically. Otherwise, it will be a sort of a cryptic, not user-friendly URL. And so now you can see that this, while it exists as a page, we were just editing the page, is not broadcast to the site. It's important to remember to make it published or else it will be locked out, but just that the resource is set to none. Okay, so once you've saved, you should try it out, and you should try it out in a browser that you're not logged in. Either you can log out, or I just simply switch to a different browser. I have Chrome up and running that I had earlier, and I'm not logged in at all. I can go ahead and paste that URL just to test it out, and I can see that yes, I'm not logged in. It's not available anywhere from the menu picks, but if I open this up, it does bring up the PDF. I hope this is helpful, and if you have any questions, you know how to contact me. Thank you. Bye-bye.